welcome you this morning to the Abraka Talk Show. I am your Leo and CEO. We are seated to discuss the interests of the Liberian people. And so I am Uze Abraham King Kamara. The real plan for the Liberian people have been discussed by this network. And so we are here this morning to let our audience know what is happening in our country and what the true intent of these governments are. Let me say good morning to Madam Keita, all the way there in Atlanta, Georgia this morning. And let me say good morning to Moses Nyamia, a comrade and ideologue, a brother who political poise can be equivalent to North Korea. And let me say good morning to you, Moses Nyamia. Victor Okafu, good morning as well. But this morning, it will interest you to know that the Liberian government have violated the code of conduct. And so we are here to give you the play-by-play description. We are here to give you the latest funding. Our research have clearly shown that this government is not in the interest of the Liberian people. And so they have gone against the code of conduct. And so it is few media houses that are standing what Comrade Heron Costa have crossed the road. Hunger and poverty is a disease. And so people that cannot easily afford to pay their bills on time must take crumbs from the government table. And so some of us like the Abraka Talk Show with not. And we are not prepared to take crumbs from the tables of the slave masters. And finally, that will be turning over office this coming Saturday in Rhode Island, the United States of America. I would be stepping aside, giving the secretary of UNICO to a new official that will be elected come this Saturday. We are also to not serve our community, yeah. Invite someone this morning to come on so we can discuss the interests of the Liberian people. Like I said, the sedition, their argument is April have not yet reached, but April have come and gone. This government just took over, so they are not able to declare their answer. And so, if you are not able to declare your answer, the answer declaration law have not been met, then my question is what have happened to the code of conduct? Let me say good morning to all of our followers via Facebook. This morning I am impressed And sorry that Imandred could not be here this morning to join me. But vast majorities of our people are actually suffering and living in poverty. Poverty is something that we should not be praying for. Poverty is a disease. The Liberian people continue to live in abject poverty, living on less than $1 a day. That's the country we have found ourselves in. But yet we went to the pool to elect Ambassador Josh Manenwia. It will interest you to know that the budget is not even in the interest of vast majorities of the Liberian people. Of course, someone is telling us that the budget have not yet been passed. They said the budget have not been passed, so Abraham, don't talk about it. I said, okay. But if we find out and we having to see flopped in the budget, it is necessary that we raise a red flag. It will be necessary for us to do so. It is better for us to discuss it now than for us to wait until the budget is passed. If you remain silent, then it's a clear manifestation that you are in line with what the government have presented to the national legislature. And so vast majorities of the Liberian people are getting day by day to be fed up with this government. Article 11, chapter 11, Article 90 of the 1986 Constitution make it very clear. No person, no elected or appointed public official shall engage in any activity which shall be against the public policy or conflicts of interest. It's not Mzee saying it. It is Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution. It is based on this that the Liberian people, the national legislature they are a direct representations of the masses. And so they thought it was to carve what they call the Code of Conduct. Then the Code of Conduct came. They are simply telling us, for the fact that you are a government official, you are not allowed to accept gifts. You are not allowed to appoint someone that is directly linked to your family. Then other boat people, those that know boat, they call it nepotism. Some say cronyism. But this government, we clearly saw, and we continue to see this government engaging in all of the activity that they spoke against when they were in the opposition. It was interesting to know they appointed their relatives, cousins, brothers and sisters. Nathaniel Magay, who was serving as chairman of the CDC, he used as an influence of power. Go and define nepotism. He did not say the definition of nepotism, did not say une president. Any appointed official who used their power to influence decision making, it is what that the Liberian people, if not the both people, call nepotism. And so Nathaniel Magay used his power, and his sister was appointed to the Ministry of Finance as Deputy Minister for Administration. Is that not nepotism? Detractors will always be existing. And so come here to say it's fake. Go on the website. Go on the Ministry of Finance and Public Wealth. Go and see Nathaniel Maggie's sister. She is the Deputy Minister for Administration. Is that not nepotism? Is that not nepotism? You use your power. You use your power to influence. You know, few weeks and few months ago, this government started selling pictures. Amen. The president went to City Hall, printed pictures. You know, this president is a serious con artist. President Weah is a serious con artist. The president went to City Hall and they printed pictures to sell it to the Liberian people in the name of raising funds. My brother, if you don't know, that ESF is conflict of interest, and that ESF is corruption. Why this president did not sell his picture? John Manuel Weah did not sell his picture when he was football soccer star. George Manuel Weah did not print his pictures to have fundraising program at City Hall in the interest of the Liberian people when he was soccer star, when he was world best, when he was European best, when he was African Players of the Year, when he was BBC Player of the Year. This man refused. In no point in time we ever saw George Manuel Weah printing his picture to say it in the name of raising funds. When even George Manuel Weah was senator, in no time we ever heard that George Manuel Weah was going to raise funds. And in raising funds, he was going to be selling his picture. The business, big companies in our Liberia, the rice dealers, will be purchasing, the Lebanese community will be purchasing one of his pictures in a frame for $1,300 to $4,000. When he was peace ambassador, that didn't happen. But George Manuel Weah did it after this brother refused to declare his asset. After this brother refused to tell us how much million, as quote unquote a sedition always said that George Manuel Weah came to the presidency with millions of dollars, which is misleading and does not have an iota of truth in it. George Manuel Weah came to the presidency very broke. Very broke. After finishing demolishing his house. And if you don't know, the Lebanese community have already put in George Manuel Weah in their back pocket. If you don't know. If you don't know, Liberian people will continue to struggle and will continue to suffer in our own land. It's just a lip service that the president gave during the inaugural speech, that we will not be spectators in our own economy. But the budget is a clear manifestation. If the proposed budget is a clear manifestation that we will continue to be spectators. This government mission is to enrich themselves. For the fact that they were in opposition for 12 years, they were hungry, they should enrich themselves quick. And that's what we are seeing. We are seeing intelligent way of corrupting the minds of our people. intelligent way. Every place that this president go, you always see Ellen Johnson Sirleaf alarming herself with this president. That is to tell you that there are certain things that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf don't want this president to do. So everywhere that George Manan Weah on a football field, President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who never used to love going to football games, but everywhere that President Weah is going, our former president is prepared to go there. Because information has been leaked from George Manan Weah cabinet every day that informing Ellen Johnson Sirleaf about his next step. When you raise money, if you claim that the money was raised in the interest of the people, was the money that was raised to City Hall? Millions of dollars. Look, the citizens were on Facebook jubilating, dancing, that this government are raising funds. But where is the fund today? Was the fund given or deposited into government covers? No. Where did that money go? Up to now, the citizens cannot give us account of that money. Or they will come and say here, or on our post, fake news. They will say fake news. But it is a clear indication that this president went to City Hall to sell pictures. President Weah have commercialized his image. A sitting president commercializing his image to the Lebanese community, to the business community, to raise funds. In the interest of who? We don't know. But the Lebanese people, after the president took over, after the president refused gift, the Lebanese community came in another form to deal with this president. For a good 6 years, they had asked they will not be able to pay tax for good 6 years. They are using $3 million to renovate the home of the president. To demolish the president who cost them $1 million. $1 million was spent to demolish the home of the president. After that, the people will use $3 million to build his dream home. Hey man, is that not wickedness? You claim you was millionaire. But it is not surprising to some of us because George Manan Weah commercializing his image is not strange. This president did it in past time. This is a man, go on YouTube, look for abrakar9. abrakar9 spray. George Manan Weah, the man naked himself to walk in a restaurant in Paris just to advertise abrakar9 spray. Today, the monkey can never leave his black hand. Monkey. Someone say babu. When we talk, you say, oh, Abraham, you are not. But what have happened to the money? The money that was generated from City Hall for Ambassador George Manan Weah to sell his image. What have happened to the money? Where did the money go? The money that was generated from France. The donation that the citizens were jubilating, masquerading on Facebook. That the president spent 50-somewhat thousand and he is bringing back $10 million from the French government. Or from the French government. Where is that money? It will interest you to know, even in the budget, that money is nowhere to be found in the budget. When they were giving the critical analysis of the budget, they are flawed and misleading budget that they are presented to the national legislature, marked with flaws, mess figures. Up to now, they cannot tell us what is the differences between special allowance, general allowance, accidental allowance, and sustainable allowance. They cannot tell us the difference. Someone claimed that the president going to Gibraltar to go bail, it is the Liberian people money. George Mananwia did not go to Gibraltar to go and renovate people's home when he was senator. Think about it. When this man was senator, why he did not go to Gibraltar to go renovate people's homes, saying he was millionaire? When this young man was appointed to serve as peace ambassador, why did George Mananwia did not go to Gibraltar? Have you asked yourself? Go in a budget, it is stipulated in the budget, presidential projects. So the Liberian people, every project that George Mananwia undertake have been paid by the Liberian people money. It is not fair that he is doing, it is something that he is supposed to do. Because there are funds allocated in the budget for that. Presidential projects. When we talk, some of you guys come here to say fake news, fake news. You ain't got nothing to say on our page, but to say fake news. That's all. You have a buffoon appointed to be Deputy Minister for Public Affairs. Amen. Why this government will even think about hiring people like Eugene Facon, hungry Eugene Facon. Eugene Facon, who don't know the act that created the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. Until now, the brother has not yet familiarized himself with the act that created that ministry. You heard Eugene yesterday on Facebook trying to explain why prices are increasing in terms of gas and on the Liberian market. Why the basic commodities prices are increasing. But Eugene Falcon refused to show a graph. What is the solution for the Liberian people? In making food cheap on the Liberian market, what are some of the solutions? Because the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism should be able to propagate government mission, vision, and programs to the Liberian people. They should be able to clearly explain the government programs. But Eugene Falcon, all Eugene Falcon do is to insult us, to refer to the Liberian people as microorganism. When I heard him speaking that day, I thought he was even a biology instructor. Let us go to the code of conduct. Because, for every time we talk to you guys, for every time we try to speak on issues that make sense, we say why the president up to now has not been able to declare his asset. Look, go on my page, you will get to understand that this president is one of the poorest. Before getting to be involved in politics, in our country. George Madden Weah was the poorest world best ever in the history of soccer. Kim Pele, who played before George Madden Weah, Kim Pele is not even hungry, and in no time has been hungry equal to the way George Madden Weah was hungry before assuming the office of the president. If you are to check among the best, the 30 African millionaires, players, soccer players, George Madden Weah is not even listed before assuming office. But yet the people were able to name Mele JJ Okocha, Nwango Kanu, Emmanuel Adebayo, Kolo Toure, the Toure family, both of them, Marco Isen, and the list go on. Solomon Mutari, who even had $45 million, was listed. But George Madden Weah was not in no time listed on that. When we talking, we bring sense to the issues. We bring real sense to the issue. Let the government continue to buy people who continue to speak the truth. One of my brother, the government was able to even buy a plane ticket from the United States to go to Liberia to go discuss. But it will interest you to know his talk show now is gradually losing the taste. Normally, if you go under my brother post, you always see 4,000, 3,000 viewers. This morning, before coming on, when I checked, he was in 800 and some more. From his presentation yesterday, you can know that the brother had been diluted. This government had diluted him. I'm not calling him. This government continues. They want to dilute individuals who have mind to inform the Liberian people. So we say, look, since you refuse to declare your asset, we say, okay, it's all right. You refuse to tell you selling picture, you commercializing your image. We say it's fine. We say it's fine. But what have happened to the Code of Conduct? Chapter 10 of the Code of Conduct. And I want to read it to you guys this morning. Chapter 10 of the Code of Conduct. I have given the basis on which the Code of Conduct shall be established. Before going to even the Code of Conduct, the act that created LACC, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the act that created LACC in 2014 by the National Legislature, it is enshrined within Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution. George Madden Weah's sister, brothers are on payroll. They are not on the Ministry of State payroll, but they are on the payroll of the National Port Authority. NPA. They are on NPA payroll. Is it that we are Jeff? You know, I told someone that the president is a very good woman now, sir. I told someone that. I said the president is a very good woman now, sir. The president. that we are shorting? In our country, we don't have people who can be able to serve. You have one person who is acting in dual capacity. The acting managing director of NPA. She was appointed by the president to serve as deputy. But up to now, the president has refused to appoint someone to serve as a managing director for NPA. So she is acting in dual capacity for more than 3 months. What happening between Cecile Crawford and President Weah that the Liberian people will turn around? Article chapter 10 of the Code of Conduct, part 10. That's how they said it. Of the Code of Conduct, it is required. Part 10, it did not say you are to maybe do it. They say it is required. That means if you are an appointee or you was appointed or either elected, listen to what it says. Before we open the phone line, listen to what it says. It is required that every public official and employee of government involved in making decisions affecting contracting, tendering, or procurement and issuance of licenses or various types of sign, performance, or financial bound, and in addition declare his or her income. That's why it says. that it's not Abraham that made this one. Some of us will refuse to read. We refuse to read. For the fact that you are elected or you are a public official, the Code of Conduct says you must declare your asset. That one, no January, February, April, March, Bene Isa. It says, once you are in a public position where you will make decision, public, you will make decision to affect the life of the people, you should declare your income. Now, listen to what the Code of Conduct also says. It says you should declare your income, asset, and liability prior to taking office. It says you should declare prior to taking office. Go and go read. And then coming down to 1, 2, 3, all the way to 4. What one say? One say, at the end of every 3 years. So when you are appointed or you are elected to serve the Liberian people, the Code of Conduct says you should declare before taking office. And when you take office, after 3 years in that position, you should also declare. You should also declare. But George Manuel Weah violated the Code of Conduct. George Manuel Weah was not able to declare before becoming senator. Oh yes. George Manuel Weah was unable to also declare after being senator for years, and to become president. After becoming president, the brother continuously has refused to declare his asset. Then he has said, oh, LSCC. I'm not talking about LSCC law this morning. I am discussing the Code of Conduct. Come here now and tell me, say, I'm in error. Because some will tell you, oh, the mayor, the dealer. Is John Weah really supposed to wait for dealer? A man who is transparent? A man who really works for the Liberian people? The men and Jawia who play world best, European best, all the best. You claim the making to the presidency with millions of dollars. That man supposed to be waiting for Dela. Now Dela, the man supposed to be waiting for to declare answer. So one argument will be, oh boy, too soon. The man busy with the contract. Also, to declare answer, we should go look for Jatro. Really? Really? Is that how you expect the Liberian people's life to improve? Really? Let's stop playing with our people. We'll open the phone line now. We'll take your call. Even you are against, call here now or forever hold your peace.
Some of you may be aspiring to positions of leadership in the
coming on 215-594-6133. And this is the Abrakar Talk Show coming to you live from the state of Pennsylvania. The state of brotherly love and sisterly affection. I am your Leo, Abraham K. Kamara, a son of the lion, a man who fear no one. I am here seated to discuss the interests of our country. Josh Bannon is not more Liberian like Abraham K. Kamara. And so we all must discuss the interests of our people. Anything that is not done appropriately, anything that is against the law of our land, and any law, and anyone who is against the constitutions of the Republic of Liberia, you are against the peoples as well. Any law that contravenes the constitutions of the Republic of Liberia, the 1986 constitution makes me to understand that it shall be declared non-void. And so that shall be the president's missions and visions have been discovered by this network, and we are gladly get the understanding the President George Mananouia is not in the interest of our people. The Becca Red Press continue to increase. Why you say we will not be spectators in our own land, but you are continuing to enrich you and your family, while the majorities of our people continue to suffer. And let me say, keep your call coming out on 215-594-6133. Going to pay individuals, talk show hosts, that will propagate the message. One man, look, this government. Look, let me just say this. This government have a lot of incompetent people, so they have become burden on the central government. You even have Jefferson Kochi, who is stepping his bounds, going to Peaceville to go ask people, Congo Town. Oh, Jefferson Kochi not know that Congo Town not part of Monrovia. Oh, Jefferson Kochi is not aware of that. But the mayor is stepping out of his bound for him to go collect tax. Going, asking stores and individuals that are incongruent to pay tax. That is the reason why when you take incompetent people, when you take buffoon, you take individuals who just put their ballots in wheelbarrows, individuals who don't know the map of the city. Now what happened? But Jefferson, let me, although you are a very good friend of mine, we have been friends for some time. Despite I'm not a sedition, I know that we need to educate you small. The city hall you see the mayor, you say the mayor. Let me make you to understand that being a city mayor, it means that you should be able to just solely and wholly concentrate on the issues of diet. For people to be able to clean the city, there should be programs put into place. Ideas. The reason why Josh Manuel, I think, gave some of you guys the opportunity because he feels that some of you guys are young. And some of you guys were bringing ideas to the table. But surprisingly, some of you guys are complete disgrace in even helping the president to achieve his agenda. Some of you guys are so say one and so say on. So quickly, let me just inform you before we discuss the other issues and while we await our callers. Jefferson, if you look at the map clearly make it understand that City Hall, Monrovia ends right to Vamuma. I repeat, Monrovia, the city of Monrovia ends. The city of Monrovia ends right to Vamuma. Vamuma Hall, right to that gas station. Jefferson, I know some of your cronies are listening. Right to that gas station. That gas station was owned by Daniel Starr, the former defense minister. The Aminata gas station, right down there. Aminata gas station. And right across there is a high school called Upper Standard Foundation High School. That is the school that I went to. I graduated from that school 2005. But then, I was sophisticated and prepared than your president then. Because by 2005, Josh Manuel was a high school dropout. Some of us was completing high school by then. Right to Vamuma, right to that place. You know there's a crossroad going straightly to FE. Going to area what you used to call, where you go and marry me, call Samoa Bar. That same road, you can remain on that road to go to Sharks. I'm discussing your city. Right to Vamuma, Jefferson Kochi, right there when you cross, coming to all NPP headquarters, where you used to have those amputated NPFL soldiers in the fence. Moment you cross, coming from town, you cross Vamuma. My brother, once you step across that crossroad, you are in Congo town. Your power ends right there. Jefferson Koji. There where your power ends. Your power ends right there. From Congo town automatically, by law, Congo town start right there. What the heck? American people say that you going to Congo town to go do what in there? You said a mayor for Congo town? You said a mayor there? You said a mayor in Congo town? You going to Pinsville to say, oh, I'm going to go here. Your own son where other places, you have not even cleaned the places good. You passing around. But I don't blame some of those individuals that George Biden we are giving opportunity to. You don't even know your own map. Your own map, you don't even know it. And then you are claim that you're banning opposition. And so, when we were discussing the issues of the budget yesterday, some buffoon, some of our brothers who don't understand anything, indicating that, oh, we just took over. We have not even said getting our first 6 month pay. You're talking about war crime. Who told you for war crime go to Kain Labra? You need, but we'll forget about that for another day. We'll discuss that on another day. Keep your call coming now. On 215-594-6133. 215-594-6133. This is the Abrakar Talk Show. Keep buying. Go and keep buying talk show hosts. Go. And for some of us, we know that you and Madam Sally will soon fall apart. You will soon fall apart. Because the old man continue to be disenchanted. Ellie is seriously disenchanted with the way you conducting yourself. And so the end result, Ellie is screwing you. Ellie is trying to screw you. That's why even your relationship with the West, Uncle Sam and Uncle Mire and Auntie Mire, and Uncle Sam, they are not even in your interest. Let's take our first caller from Labrador. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abrakar Talk Show.
Yeah, good morning, good morning and good afternoon from Liberia. And my name is Bien. I'm Bien Gavli. I join you from Central Liberia, particularly Swakoko, where the award-winning university resides. The city with that, I mean the country university.
Go glad to the issue, yeah, my brother from Swakoko.
Yeah, Abi, I squarely want to outline some of the issues. Like I continue to say, the fairness for a nation like Liberia and the detrimental of the effects of what is happening to our common people because of the bad leadership practices that occurred from 1847 to present. Because we continue to make errors in our society by putting the wrong people in the wrong time. The unprepared people putting them into the space that they need not to occupy. And I say so is happening that when we see people that are right in the right time with this pattern for other reasons, there are reasons that are best known to themselves, right? We have a leader that has been elected by the people. He's taking this government to be a government of CDC. This is not a CDC government. This is a government of the people and governed by the people. You said to us that we will not be spectators in our economy. In the course of the people, the struggle must end. What exemplifying mechanism you are putting to place that our people can get a hold of the issues? Currently, if you look at the economic crisis of this country, is draining by the day. We cannot compare it with the international standard. Like I said to somebody yesterday, for example, if my father was in the village and I had my uncle came and took me out and brought me to the city and I was accumulated work, does that mean that I should disrespect my father? No, I should not. I should not by any way mean disrespect my father. I should give him the courtesy and stuff. So what am I saying here? It's an affront to our people whom all the years have stood by us in the struggle. It's an affront to them that we cannot recognize them, that we cannot call them a aid. It's an affront to them. So we will continue to be able to currently look at we're talking about loans. 260 million loans. What is the ratification of that loan? What is in it, right? Currently, they are doing issues that has to do with budget hearing is done close to. That's a disappointment to the people. You cannot declare an access to president. You cannot tell us what you have. You say you're putting road to your house. Is there a necessity to the people? You've come to develop yourself or to develop the people.
$13 million for the renovation of the executive mansion.
Yes. Look at that. When our health services are not built, you building a hospital, you call the medical hospital when our doctors are crying for salary, better wages, when our hospitals in central Liberia are not getting the best services they need to have, they not get no medication at Philly Hospital, there is no medication at Philly Doma. If you go to that hospital, you only have a prescription, you have to go and find medication for your patient. The motorcycles are now used as ambulance to seek health services for our people in our places. Where are we heading? It's about governance. Our problem for Liberia is the leaders. Leaders as a problem is because we are put buffoons and baffles into the picture, people that does not have a requisite skills. I think what is happening to hear that the national legislature, specifically the senators who have the mandate to confirm people, was also to confirm Afin Wize as assistant minister for research at the Ministry of Agriculture. It's the ministers who are passionate about education. What are we contributing? Yesterday, I listened to him, he's talking about the educational summit, saying how best they can do. Look at the educational budget. What is in the budget? You have about 11% of the national budget is made of education.
When the EPS budget is even higher than the Ministry of Agriculture budget. EPS budget is 7 million plus. Then you have the agriculture budget 5 million. 2 million and some more 100,000 differences.
So you see the huge disparity. For me, I'm a citizen, and my voice will be my voice. I will continue to speak to the issues. We can have our people, have some of our own lawmakers again in Central Liberia coming and harassing people, publicly taking people from their jobs in the name of advocacy, in the name of youth empowerment, in the name of job creation. What do you think about job creation? And what do you term as drug creation? Can you define to us what is drug creation? Then we can know. You cannot supersede the affairs of other branches of government. If anybody's going to be giving drugs in this country, they must pass through the civil service or channel to get job in this country. Once you are qualified, you are able to serve. I just so disappointed by our young people who we believe and we give them a position, quote unquote, the person given position to serve. And today, they are not an example and a representation, an image of the young people. A caliber of them cannot fit in our image again. Wow, when will our generation be safe? What example are we making? Our forefathers have made the errors. What are we doing? Will we continue to capitalize on the errors until this nation go down? We'll still be something one. Where are we going?
That's the question.
Where are we going?
No, you tell us. You tell us because you went to the ballot box. You say you don't want people who get experience. You rejected Zana Kumi. You rejected all the other people. And you see that's some of the reason why it does not make sense to me to even join political party. But anyway,
it's always good. Okay, before I leave, I want to say thank you for the broadcast show. I'm always honored to be part of the show. You always honored to pick my calls and make my voice to be heard on the global issues in my country. Keep doing what you're doing and always keep to talk what the issues are. And not because you are in a different land, you are part and parcel of this nation. Like God needs you, and your contribution is highly needed into the growth and development of this nation. But we fear not whatever they say, but we think that this government is not proceeding well.
Thank you. We need to be careful. You see, the same people went to the ballot box. We elected. Josh Mananwia, we say, hello, you noble, you not noble. Josh Mananwia is our president. That's a man who won. The U.S. rate 142. Back arrest. People now buying back arrest for 60 some. Hey, man, they're being criminal. I say, my research are proving that these guys get rich. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abraka show.
Yeah, morning, brother. My name is Momo Sagi.
Momo, how you doing, Chief?
I'm fine. I sent the email about that. Sorry, something.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, our brother just called from Liberia and he said something. I agree with him, but I disagree on some. I listened to him say, people take the government as CDC government.
But I want to
we all know in the war, when a political party wins, that political party control the government. Even in great America you live, we know. When Republican win, the hierarchies of the government can definitely be Republican. So the issues about the political party controlling the government is not the issue. The issue is the political party must perform to the expectation of the people.
The guy argument is not about the political party. We all know it is. In fact, it's not only CDC government. This is the coalition government. But the sedition make it look like. The sedition make it look like this government is only president. We are is only president for the CDC or the coalition.
Yeah, I agree with you. We all know in politics contains two things, interest and self-interest. Today when they say Brother Abe is running for representative,
which of course I will not.
I guess something I'm saying. I will support Brother Abe because I know if he wins, I will benefit. Or I support him because I love him. That's the two things people support. So the issues about Liberia, Brother Abe, the issues of our country, we the young people and we the Liberian, we are the cause of our sickness.
Oh. Because
the Liberian, we are only good at talking.
Like my brother, think so?
Sure, Brother Eddie. We Liberians, the only country I see, we left everything must be free. Everything in Liberia, people believe government must do it for them. Some will live in so when they know the area is deplorable, they will go buy their house. They will not pay it, but they will be talking the people in another man, maybe lay Harlem. In a day when I ever be polluted, they say government won't government pay it for government do them. That is one of the problems we face in Liberia. Even the developed country we live in America already. Since I came to America, I never see the American tell me say my man got to clean your yard.
You even know where they live in, sir?
But everything here, I do it.
You know why? It's because law and system have been put into place.
I agree.
That's what Jefferson Coach is supposed to be doing. That's what he's supposed to be thinking about.
You talk about law. Let me tell you about when Mirabel took over, baby. You were in Liberia at that time. When Mirabel tried to bring some system to Liberia, we were the same Liberian went on Facebook, went on media.
So, quickly to the issue. The president has not declared his asset. The argument no longer about it's not time, but the code of conduct, which I just read here this morning, make it clear.
Yes, I agree with you. That's why I said we Liberians good at talking. We implore the president. The law says if someone violates the law, we have right. It's not mean you must be a minister before you take the president to a task. If the president violates the law, that's why I said we all the political party people are running for president. When you hear as I listen to you say we appointed George Weah. When you hear Alexander come in and take the issues on George Weah, it's not politics. It's not only when they say campaign time, then you come or you say, you vote for me, I can do this. If you believe you are in the interest of the people, when a new government comes to power, It's the time to prove to the people that you are running, you are in their interest. Not only time for campaign. It is not coming Ben Ayue or the councilor, the land councilor that are running to court. There are the people that are supposed to improve Liberia if you like your country. If a government comes to power and the government, what the government supposed to do is the law abiding in the country, the government refuse. As a political party or as a politician, it's the time to flag the issues. That means you love the people. But you can say after 6 years, when it's time for campaign, you start giving error. That's the problem we face in Liberia.
Thank you, Chief. Love to this one. Caller, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abrakar Talk Show.
Yes, hello. My name is Frank Gibson. I'm calling from Paris, please.
Yeah, Frank, how you doing, Chief?
I'm okay.
Quickly to the issue. You in France, you support this government. By way. Go ahead.
No, me, I support good things in the Liberian society because anything that will be good for the Liberian society will be good for the Liberian people. So that's what I support.
Quickly to the issue.
I cannot understand this. Your headline, government have been exposed. The plan of government is exposed. I don't understand what do you mean by that. So maybe that's not too important. Now, what I want to say is that I listened to the public web minister this morning on the Costa show. Maybe that's not your topic. Your topic is asset declaration. And I think the government also is still in the time frame. It's not yet constitutionally late to declare assets, no matter what the code of conduct says. There is still constitutional space in declaring assets in the Liberian constitution. Now, but there are a lot of good things.
Say that again. Say that. No. Before you go, you said that the constitution say what?
Constitutionally, it's not yet late to declare assets in Liberia.
Which part of the constitution that told you that it is not late to declare?
I cannot tell you the exact article, but it's in the constitution that from now to June or July is the last time government official has to declare the assets. So I think it's still within our constitutional range.
So my question to you before you proceed, June to July. So what happened to people that will be appointed after June or July? So they will declare their own asset the following year, July? No, that means they will be within a constitutional mandate to declare the assets You start lying to the Liberian pool. But anyway, go ahead.
That's not.
That is not true. That is not true.
Why you call that's not true? Why you call that's not true?
I'm telling you, I say it's not true. They say what you call is not true.
Yeah, but you have to prove yourself why it's not true.
But I just told you Article 90. Article 90
that's a code of conduct. That's code of conduct.
But then you say the Constitution says it's not late. The code of conduct says.
Of course. Constitutionally, it's not late to declare access in July, the end of July.
You just agree with me that that's the code of conduct, and the code of conduct is a law.
Yeah, but that's not.
The code of conduct says.
It's not definitely defined. It's their line of declaring access in Liberia. That's not their line of declaring access in Liberia.
All right, Chief. Go
so
ahead.
I know your point.
All right.
So the issue is that this, most of the problem on Liberia is you talk shareholder for outside the country. I was very, very surprised this morning. Costa was sitting in the United States. He blatantly argued the loan seeked by the Liberian government. He argued that loan. He called that loan a mess. Today in studio, Costa was praising that same loan. So it is the same of you guys who sit in the United States.
Yeah, but you want me, I'm Mze. I can't be Costa. Hey,
you can't be Costa, but you have not seen some of those documents.
No, but I can't be like Costa. Costa who
I know you cannot be like Costa. Nobody can be like somebody.
You want me to be like him?
No, but most of you sit in the United States. You have not seen some of the documents on site. You are making most of you discuss on people say you call, maybe you have one or two contacts in Liberia. They call you people and say one or two things, and those are not facts. As some of those people are saying. There are documents proving today that the loan seeking for the Liberian society is in the best interest of Liberia. The documents are there. It was read on national radio on people to see. And one of your callers said there are bills that they debate secretly. The minister said the legislature are open to the civil society. Anybody who want to attend the argument of the bill, it is open. You can attend. You can witness it and see for yourself. So people should stop sitting in America and start calling and putting negative picture of Liberia for nothing. Most of those people who call, they are not in Liberia like me. But I don't just come on radio to discuss things that are not facts. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. This is also on social media. It is watched and witnessed by a lot of people around the world. So we have to be careful when discussing issues concerning Liberian society. We should have facts in our hands before we discuss those things.
You know, over the periods of time, I've always been listening to you. You, one of the callers that call here, always say we are presenting the image of Liberia back to the international community. If Liberia, and when I'm saying Liberia, that means I'm referring to the government. If the government is doing things in the interest of the people, the very platform we have used to pray. But anytime we pray this government, you can't call. You can't call on our day.
No,
but anytime we expose this government, that's the time you can call.
No, but most of the time I call your program, but I cannot be fortunate to come on. The other day I called you people were too. My lad did not go through.
Yeah, but Emmanuel is not here today. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
Like I said, and I will continue to say, look to this one. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abrakar Talk Show.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief.
How are you?
I'm trying to be good.
Yeah,
Mama, you call your new.
My name is Alice Mo.
Quickly to the issue.
My name is Alice Mo. I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
Now you're talking. Quickly to the issue, Chief.
Yeah, you just had a caller on the line just now, and then...
And then what? Hello?
You just had a caller on the line just now. Those are the people that are blackmailing Liberian people. Yeah, they will come out and say stupidness to the people, and whereby our people down there are suffering and in poverty. This young man came to power and get our people stronger in our country.
Thank you. That's what I said, and I will continue to say on this platform. And one of you saying was still on Isa. I was still on Isa. One good thing that I know, I am equipped to pay my bill as long as I am living in the United States. I am equipped and I have a decent job. I have a decent job. I repeat, I have a decent job that permit me to have a talk show every morning, and after that I go to work. And so you asking all was still on Isa, go tell the Liberian poor that one. You just continue to buy talk shows. So this government have just make us to understand that people like Eugene Falcon cannot propagate their messages no more. The government are making me to understand that individual like Falcon and the less of all those buffoons that this government hire at information ministry, they are incompetent for them to be able to propagate government messages. But at the end result, they must go and pay individual way from the United States, give the individual 35K. So at the end result, the brother first presentation, you could easily tell from his tone that the brother have been diluted. This morning, my brother talk show, he normally have thousands of people that view it. But this morning, the brother talk shows is great. If my brother continue on that path, gradually he will lose he will actually lose the taste. The talk show will actually, forgo the audience. and the Liberian people going to be fellow. Very soon, in less than 1 year of this government in office, the Liberian people are getting angry day by day. Someone paying, just think about it, someone paying $150 for transportation from from Congo Town to Broad Street, $150. Just think about that. Just think about that. Oh, because the man is buying gas $525. Just think about that. At the end result, the majority of our post-suffering, when we talk, you can't sit down here, can't talk about AB. Some of you, you will continue talking. Yes, I will continue talking. One good thing I like about myself is that I love talking. I love talking. This is not, I am not a professional talk show host. No, I am not. I am not a professional journalist. No, I'm not a journalist by career or by profession. No, I am not. At the end result, the vast majorities of the people will stand up against you. If this government don't see this as a way or as a caveat in making sure for them to improve the life of our people, very soon they will soon get fellow with you. And when the Liberian people start getting tired, they will peacefully go to the ballot bar and reject you. And for what I'm getting, you know, the sedition, the reason why these guys want to enrich themselves, we are getting credible sources that Josh Mannen will not run for second term. Say, Mzee Abraham K. Kamara say so. We are getting reliable sources. Josh Mannen want to become the Nelson Mandela of our time. Josh Mannen is seriously concentrating on not running for second term. So y'all are thinking, say that at 12 years, you keep thinking. So at the end result, the VP is angry. At the end result, the VP is angry. And vast majorities of the people just want to eat quick. They want to eat. Quick. They want to eat because the 6 year, after the 6 year, they may not likely get power. CDC as a political party, it was difficult for CDC to get state power. It was difficult. The Liberian people rejected them. They rejected CDC so many times. All the time that CDC went to election, they went to election with a co-election. The one with NPP. Because NPP get Bon County, the one with NPP. Quickly to the issue.
Hello.
Good morning, Chief. Quickly to the issue.
How are you?
Not bad, Chief.
Yeah, I'm David Jalo calling from Minnesota.
Quickly to the issue.
Yeah, my question here is this. Why are we blaming Josh upon Weah? Josh Weah is not the only person that in government. That's my little question to you this morning.
All right. Thank you. Why we blaming Josh Weah is that John Weah is not the only person in government. You are right. But he is the one that have the appointing power. The head of the household. When the head of the household die, the house become an empty shell.
Okay.
So Josh Mannen is the head of government. Despite you have other branches of government that have more equal power.
Okay. All right. I got another second question. Who implement the law of Liberia to you?
Who implement the law?
Yeah.
The government.
Oh, the government. Who are the government?
The government is the people.
Oh, okay. Now, why one should be blamed? Or because of the executive branch? Look, let me tell you, my man. They think we shouldn't be in America and sitting here as like one of the callers said. You know, we should be very careful.
Careful of what?
About our country. Look, people here in Liberia.
But you don't know that. You don't know that the government enforces the law.
Yeah, but of course. But hold on, let me speak now. Excuse me, man. Let me tell you something today.
Tell me here, Chief.
Okay. Our country in Liberia is not in the hands of Liberia anymore. If you look at realistic.
It's in the hand of who?
Foreigners. Look at our base. Look at our whole economics.
What wrong with it?
It's for the past. It's for the past. Everybody can bring any goods in Liberia and make their own price. And nobody can say anything to it.
But then don't you think it is the government right? Don't you think I will give you time? No, don't take our time. I will give you time. I control them. I'm sitting on the driver here. Don't you think it is the government responsibility, the arm of the government that is responsible to regulate prices? Don't you think it's Ministry of Commerce?
Yeah, but what is the Ministry of Commerce doing?
But then that mean you asking? That mean you asking?
Because you're saying that the government.
Your first question, I said the government.
Yeah.
You say who the government? I said the people. You say why would really George Weah? George Weah had the appointing power to appoint the Justice Minister, to appoint the Commerce Minister. The Commerce Ministry is responsible to regulate prices on the Liberian market. Then you come in, you say, why we should blame them?
Okay, but if they don't regulate prices on the Liberian market, who should be blamed about that? We the Liberian people. Even your parents said, yeah, brother Abraham, when they put you there, you do the same thing. You understand? So we shouldn't blame.
You don't know me. Don't say that. I disagree with you on that.
No, I could say it. I could be right. I'm a Colossian like
no, but because you could be wrong, so I don't want for
make yourself fun.
I don't want for you to implicate me in that. For you to say if you put you there, you will do the same thing.
I'm just saying something for a fact. You guys will just sit there and say a whole lot of things about Liberia. But if it comes to reality, we Liberian can ourselves. To be very frank, we blame the government, we blame CDC.
But who you want us to blame? You want me to blame my poor parents?
Liberian people. In fact, John, we have won an election to the battle box. The massive voter in to be president of Liberia.
So because if the massive voter in and he is doing the wrong thing, we should not talk here?
Well, I mean, you guys know what happened from the previous government anyway. I don't want to come out and say anything on government. You know what happened from the previous government because John Weah came into power. You guys know. Don't deviate from the topic and lie. It's the truth. I'm telling you. But you guys just sit there every day blaming one person. And it's false.
All right, Chief.
Yeah.
You see, that's the beauty of this talk show. We disagree. But the brother asks, who is responsible? I said the government. Then he asked, who is the government? I said the people. What the people? The people is the one that elected him. Then he come back asking me who is responsible to enforce the law. And my response is the government is responsible to enforce the law. The national legislature is responsible to make the law. The judiciary interpret the law. Then the executive enforces the law. Who is the chief executive? Is that not Josh Weah? Is that not Josh Weah? Look at this caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abrakar Talk Show.
Yeah, AB, I just want to take 1 minute of your time. I'm Frank Davidson from Paris.
I gave you 2 minutes. I gave you 2 minutes, in fact.
Yeah, who said from Congo Town to Broad Street is $150 Liberian dollars? Who said that?
One of our callers said it here yesterday.
That's a problem. I have my 2 kids. They are living around the back, Congo Town back when they attended Muslim Congress in Liberia.
Oh, also, so it's $15? It's $15?
No, I'm coming now. I was first paying $50 per person. Now, the last 2 months, they told me the price has gone up big, so I'm now paying $75 per person. So those, the caller who told you that he left Liberia or he left from Congo Town back road to Depot Street, where Muslim Congress is.
Oh, okay. All right, Chief. Thank you.
So the caller who told you he lives in Liberia or where does he live?
But you want me to be an immigration officer to be asking people where
not that, but you have to investigate some of those things, AB, before you start transmitting to the public.
Chief.
This is what I said earlier.
Thank you, Chief. The government is responsible to regulate prices. So this caller just said that someone said it's $50. But because the government not able to regulate prices, so every driver Oh, because you paid $50 yesterday, does that mean that every taxi driver are charging $50? Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abraka Talk Show.
Hi, my name is Letty Thompson. I'm calling from California, and it's early in California. But I was listening to your callers, and I'm listening to you. I like to get the different on Liberian news and stuff like that. First of all, I'm sick of these people coming on and saying, 12 years, y'all didn't do things 12 years. This man is doing this. First of all, Ellen Johnson is still at the driving seat of the government. So they should sit down with that. Ellen Johnson is still running the government. So they should shut up about that. The pro-poor agenda we are looking at, because we got social media and we can come against things that we see. They say a man in a house cannot see that his house is dirty, but a stranger can come inside and tell him your house is dirty. This is what is going on. The pro-poor agenda is not working. Right now, I was listening to Darius Dillon. He said they have a saying in Liberia, Yakpa in town. When Yakpa is in town, that means people are suffering. So the pro-poor agenda is working for the likes of Janet, the city mayor, the presidential minister, the likes of Eugene Fagon that has the biggest mouth in the world, the likes of this Moba Molu, the likes of, that's who the pro-poor agenda is for. These people are taking these people money, and I was listening to you when you said that this president may not be running for second term. Yes, George Weah cannot be the Mandela of Liberia, even though he tries and he has the heart to, but the people around him will not allow him to have that title.
Because they want continue to be eating. Just man, we are now getting to understand that the mess that they claim that they were coming to fear is bigger than him. So yes. The men have realized, I am telling you, take it to the bank, I am telling you, my sister, they have realized, and George Manuel Weah in one of their meetings make it clear that he may not likely run for second time. And that making some of them mad. And so they want eat one time, they want either their belly get balls. They want put the money in their pocket quickly. You see the minister talking about buying 200,000 house within no time. Yeah, because he is following his leader first there. George Manuel Weah, look at all the minister dress code. George Manuel Weah start wearing that Guinea suit. Or someone will say that Nigerian suit. Every one of the other cabinet minister want dress like that.
No, that's part of their CV. If you can't dress, you can't be in the government. That's part of their CV. That's the only way they can get hired to government. That's an inside joke with the CDC. So, and that's a true thing. Part of their CV is you have to know how to dress. George Manuel Weah himself opened his mouth. If you don't know how to dress, you can't be part of the government. That's something. That's why they're dressing like that. But my thing is, people have to realize. I will round up quickly because I have to get. George Manuel Weah have to realize he has a case study in Sierra Leone with this president, and he's very close to that president also. He can implement the same thing that president is implementing, but he can't because he's not running the government. Ellen Johnson is running the government. So all those people with their 12 years, yes, she's going on her 18 year. So they should shut up with that because he can implement what his friend and brother in Sierra Leone is doing. He knows that man very well. He has his private phone number. He can implement the same thing if he wants to make a difference in Liberia. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you,
I will listen to your show. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Like my sister just brought something to my attention. Julius Maada Bio. He is the president of Sierra Leone. Julius Maada Bio. You know who Julius Maada Bio was president before in Sierra Leone. Let me just go there quickly. The brother was president before in Sierra Leone. He took over. A military coup d'etat went on in Sierra Leone. And Julius Maada Bio promised the people that I will turn power. Maada Bio, at that time, he was in the army. In his last year. Didn't want, that whole episode. I don't want to go into it this morning. But Julius Maada Bio, 2 weeks Julius Maada Bio, 2 weeks in office. The man said that all high school in Sierra Leone public schools will be free of charge. Free. And if you are a teacher, whether in college or in high school, your children will go to college free. They will have scholarships to go to college free. Why? They are putting programs in place to achieve that goal. But our presidents are putting programs in place for them to enrich themselves. Look at this caller. Caller, what is it and where are you calling from? We lost that caller. And so what the president doing? What President Josh Mananwia is actually doing? What is brother focus point? No. Even you go in power for 2 years. Abraham K. Kamara have nothing to lose. My parents don't want government offices or government positions. My parents are not working in government. For the next 12 years since you are clean. But knowing for the way that Josh Mananwia want to, except you guys push him to. Except you guys push him to run for second term, then Liberia will really be a triple mess. Josh Mananwia, with all due respect, Josh Mananwia is a toothless bulldog. He don't have teeth to bite. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is controlling the government. Josh Mananwia is not the driver of this government. He's not. Look, to have incompetent people, I have so much respect for big brother Darius Dillon. You know, Darius Dillon has been one of the young men that I have admired so much. I have respect for him not based on his academic credential. I have respect for Darius not based on the way he dressed. Darius Dillon was working to Ministry of Justice under Chatelain administration. That I started following Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon was the same Darius Dillon who was Chief of Office Staff. He served as Chief of Office Staff for both Joe Howard Taylor and that of Edwin Melvin Snow. The brother understands the law. The brother understands the law. So you cannot be comparing that man with a buffoon Eugene Facon, who yesterday on the Blabo trying to explain the economic graph while prices are increasing on the Liberian market. A buffoon. Now they are trying to buy my brother over to propagate government messages. And the masses are seriously disenchanted. Look at this caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Am I live?
You live.
Okay. I'm calling from Jersey. My name is T. Augustine Addy.
Mr. Augustine, quickly to the issue.
Okay. My question to you is, I'm kind of confused about you keep saying that Ellen Johnson still runs the country. Is it true that she still runs the country?
I say yes.
What proof do we have?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
What proof do we have whether Ellen still running the country? Look at the way in which the state of affairs have been conducted. Before President Weah took over, President Weah make it clear that he will protect the president. Oh, but don't you know that an attempt to audit Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, you will start hearing things that you have never heard before. You will start hearing how Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government financed the CDC to run campaign. You will start hearing how this government, before coming to power, all the money that was given to them, you will know where the money came from. You're trying to say you're auditing Ellen. You're trying. Yesterday, George Weah was against World Cranko. And they attempt, why he is now president, to announce that yes, indeed, the one bring World Cranko. Look, you will hear something that you have never heard before. Don't you see Ellen relatives are still making huge thousands? You know who is the legal advisor to George Weah? You know that? You know who is the legal advisor to George Weah? Mr. Bernard. Mr. Bernard is the legal advisor to George Weah. To you, the legal advisor are free, that pro bono thing. Since we announced to you that George Weah was about to appoint Robert Sirleaf as Liberian ambassador to South Africa, when was the last time you ever heard about the appointment when it comes to South Africa? When was the last time? Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to abrakar9.
Brother, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much. My name is Prince Williams, and I'm calling from Tennessee.
Quickly, please.
Yeah, I just got around my getting onto you this morning after, and the last caller that just called was asking you for proof that President Sirleaf administration is this administration is a continuation of President Sirleaf's administration. Well, we got a saying that say the proof is in the pudding. When you say the proof in the pudding, it means that you have to taste the pudding before you find the proof. You can't just send around and say, oh, show me the proof. Now, having said that, every government, there is a continuity, what you call a continuity of government. In a continuity of government, when there is an inconsistency in the prior government turning over the new administration, turning over the power, that inconsistency has to be visited and has to be what we call in the accounting sense audited. Now, here you have our president came out and said that the country is broke. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf sat on BBC and said she left the country with $150 million. That's inconsistency there. If it was a continuity of our government, then what do you think the president should have done? Say, well, in that case, since there is an inconsistency, let's go ahead and do an audit and see what we got here that is not consistent. Maybe I'm seeing something different. But has he done it? No, he hasn't done it. When the president, when Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was leaving, she insisted that Eugene Nambwe, her handbag, who carried her handbag and her mouthpiece should stay on there, and all the people she had marked and listed stay on there. They are still in power and they are still carry out her policy. And if that's not enough proof, then I don't know what sort of proof. Maybe you need to bring the.
I should go bring Black Bull. I should Eugene Falcon.
No, exactly. Eugene Falcon, get a Black Bull and talk to people who cannot read between the lines and give them misinformation or disinformation and thinking that he sounds very intellectual and sound. When you talk and get a dictionary and speak big words, so it makes you feel you're smarter. You're not smarter. And in comparison to, if you brought up the issue of Eugene, Eugene, the two Eugenes. Actually, I may have brought it up by mentioning Eugene Nambwe. But here's the thing here. people don't understand here that Casaprico is an individual who is an opportunist, and I'm saying it because I know him very well, and he knows me very well, and we have differential opinion on a lot of things, and we are discussing the argument. But when you get to a certain level in life, then you begin to start shaping yourself based on your orientation or where you are, your placement. He's a public figure now. He's not Casaprico on the refugee camp. He's not Casaprico on Facebook. He's now the information minister.
Casaprico used to be a liquor, right? It's a drink from Ghana.
Yeah, that just his nickname. They call him Casaprico because he was in Ghana.
That brother used to get drunk profusely.
Okay, yeah. Well, walking through a lot of things. At the time, maybe he was traumatized and he needed to smooth his.
Casaprico is a Ghanaian drink that come in a little bottle like that, and they call it Alomo Beta Casaprico.
Yeah, 75 proof. I think I heard it was 75 proof. Yeah, but now he has gotten into such a position, a privileged position. He should take on that role. You know, when people don't understand, somebody was saying on another show, the man was speaking in his private capacity. You know, even in Liberia, you hear this kind of thing. When a public official speaks, even if he's speaking in his own bedroom, he has to be careful what he says.
But listen to what the man said. The man said that he had the blessing of his boss.
And there where I was about to go. When his statement was clear and crystal that he got a blessing of his boss. Who is boss? Eugene Nambe is not a boss. John Otonwia is his boss. So it's just a chain of command. So when you say he got a blessing of his boss, it means that everything he says, John Weah approved of it because John Weah has approved of it before Eugene Nambe. Even if he approved of it, Eugene Nambe will not say they all are just a mouthpiece of the government. I mean, in the president. Now, my point is what I was trying to get to is that when these people sit down and talk, they don't get to know that they're not only just talking to the Liberian, they're talking to international partners, investors, other foreign government who listen, who follow the trends of what happened in the country. You know, they make determination how to help the country in terms of investing in the country or giving the country aid and something. So when they sit down and talk, the leg of Eugene, he's saying that they're insulting the Liberian people who pay him, who gave him paycheck, who talking from the African store for selling bowling and fish for African store and putting in a hotel, a 5-star hotel with air conditioner, giving car and giving driver. All the things you were saying, all the pleasure and opportunity you were saying, you were calling Congo. If you're driving, you just drive, you're Congo. If you ride air conditioned car, you're Congo. Congo is a mentality. Now he's living the mentality of a Congo man, and now he's celebrating insulting the Liberian people. I felt very offended, and if John Weah knew better, John Weah will ask him for apology, open apology, or unless he's speaking on behalf of the president. If he's speaking on behalf of the president, then I will ask the president to apologize to the Liberian people on his behalf, or the president will have to go back to the Constitution and get a constitutional review, because the Constitution says the power is inherent in the people. You can't call the people animals. You can't relate to the people as a bacterial, single cell organism and insult the Liberian people because they have a difference of opinion. This is our country. This is democracy. He claiming he reads about Socrates, he reads about Syria, he reads about this philosophers. In those days, what democratic were established? They were played for disagreement. If I disagree with you and you openly demean me and insult me, that's just not right.
Thank you, Chief.
Let me tell your caller. Let him check and see any government is not continuing, any will not be everywhere Joe we are go right now. Everywhere anything Joe we are see, you gotta go to Congo time and speak to her. So thank you very much and appreciate your time, man.
We are asking, we'll take 3 more calls and then we'll call it a day. We'll take 3 more calls and then we'll call it a day. What? Up to now, everybody. I'll take this one. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Lancelot Idwo calling from Philadelphia.
Quickly to the issue, Chief.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make first of all a point on this caller that I just called saying UD Facon was insulting the Liberian people, or quote unquote. And I believe that in a parable that says, if you point your finger at somebody saying, look, if you point your index finger to somebody, they say your thumb is pointing back to you. I think what Eugene Falcon was doing was displaying his simplicity. In other words, abusing himself directly.
Sorry to say that my topic here is not about Eugene Falcon.
Yeah, I know. I just say I mentioned on what the caller said.
Okay.
So the issue of our government being run by our
the government has not been able to declare their asset, and the code of conduct is clear on it.
Yeah. So yes, I do believe that the just open we are government is being run by the former president, in the sense that one, we know that in the past CDC have been very critical on the issue of corruption and war crime code. I can recall their spokesman, how they call it, Moluba Malu, have been on air. Akara Gray, Ellie is corrupt. They need to face the war crime code. Robert Seri is corrupt. But since Robert John then funding the CDC, they remain very mute. The first analysis open game when he became president, he graded the Edinburgh government 80%. So meaning, his second statement that he even made to say the country was broke, he was contradicting himself, like what the brother said. Because he graded the government 80%, then he came about to say the country was broke. Then why did he get money to fund inauguration? We need that issue. We look at another issue. So know that he's being run by people. He went to Nigeria and said on national radio station and TV station that the country education can have a gap. He needs 6,000 educators to come to help the Liberian economic system. When he was coming back, when they asked him whether RIA, he changed tone. He didn't say so. He said there's a gap of 6,000 teachers and he needed. The general asked him, so how many experts are we talking about here? John Opon could not answer that question. And we know that before Opon became president of Liberia, this brother was not a presidential material. This brother was not president capable to run this country. And that's why he continued to do. Because the same man Eugene Falcon, who is so-called acquiring a degree, like our brother who went to online school and graduated, if they are all referring to that one, they are just all brothers of the same fellow, if he says so. Because Opon is asking for wire certificate done for our country as a requirement. He don't have it. So why will you come on? So I think this government is very run by another big hand, and they have failed the Liberian people so soon, and they will continue to fail. That's my own contribution.
Thank you. We'll take this one. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the Abrakar Talk Show.
Morning, Abby. This is Saya Sony from Missouri.
I'm here for long. What happened?
No, man, I'm been busy. You know the job doing it.
All right, quickly.
Yeah, you know, I got problem with your caller that called before this caller. But you know, it's not surprising to me. They got a parable that says that if the snake bite the man, that's not a news. But if the man bite the snake, that's a news. I don't expect anyone from the Never We Are movement to praise George We Are. That's a fact, and that's his opinion. I respect that. But let me tell you something. He said.
Tell our audience, the people listening.
Audit is a process, not an event. You don't just wake up one morning and say, let's go audit and we audit. No.
Okay.
Before you audit, there must be a process put into place.
All right.
That's why we have so many audit reports on the docket that they haven't been prosecuted yet. And he talks about Eugene Nangbe being the boss of Eugene Falcon. It's no case. Eugene Nangbe is the boss of Eugene Falcon. He might not be the immediate boss. That's it. But he's the boss. Once he's the minister proper, he's the boss for Eugene Falcon, the deputy minister, and every other person in that ministry. And then he talks about people being opportunists. We all in this world are opportunists. We all look for opportunities.
But what you got to say, the president has refused to declare asset. What you got to say about that one?
AB, there's a time limit for asset declaration.
Time for everything?
There's a time for everything. They got July. We are waiting for July.
What's the law that told you say July?
AB. I'm not on my computer right now to tell you the article.
No, but you got to be on a computer. What article in the Constitution?
I am at work. They got a code of conduct and they got a constitution.
Yeah, but the code of conduct, it is the constitution. No. Let me just say this. Ali.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
The code of conduct was made based on the article from the Constitution.
Yeah.
It is based on the Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution gave birth to the Code of Conduct. Then that same article also gave birth. Say that again.
Article 90 of the Constitution, what does it say?
Hold on, let me go there so you can hear it for yourself. Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution, 1986 Constitution. A. No person, whether elected or appointed to any public office, shall engage in any activity with which shall be against public policy or constitute conflict of interest. That's A. B. No person holding public office shall demand or receive any other inconsistent or immutement or benefit directly or indirectly on an account of any duty required by government. This is what some of us use. It is this article 90B that some of us use. We say that people like Amrakone need to be prosecuted because no government officials, the 35,000 that we were talking about, that they received, it was in line of their duty. So they say, they said they received the money because of the good job they did at Noka. Some of us say no. When you are Minister of Finance, automatically you become member of the board of Noka. The president don't need to appoint you. When you are Minister of Lands and Mines and Energy, automatically you become member of the board of Noka. So there's in no way we should be paying you as a minister, then we should be paying you for doing a job that is in line with your duty. Then we come to C. C said the legislature shall, in pursuance of all the above provision prescribed, a code of conduct for a public official and employee stipulating the act which constitute conflict of interest or are against public policy. You get that? That's what gave birth to the code of conduct and conflict of interest and what have you. Quickly, we have one more call to take and then we'll call it a day.
So the code of conduct and the Constitution, which one is powerful? And I'm gonna go into the
I just said to you.
I'm coming. Listen to me. I'm going to go on my computer right now. I might call back. I'm going to go to that Constitution mandate, the Constitution that I'm talking about, and I will tell you exactly why you're trying to drive that they got July stipulated for asset declaration. That's it.
No, so my question to you before you go, Chief. Mm-hmm. So they get up to July.
Yeah.
To declare. In your own mind, that's not against the code of conduct.
So if it's against the code of conduct,
I'm telling you that it is against the code of conduct. That's what I am telling you.
So the code of
Part 10 of the code of conduct, let me read that for you before you go. Part 10 of the code of conduct, let me read that to you before you go.
I'm coming.
You coming?
Yeah, read that. I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. Part 10 says the code of conduct, it is required that every public official, an employee of government involved in making decisions affecting contracting or tendering or procurement, that means to purchase for government, and insurance of licenses, various types of sign, performance, or financial bounds, and in addition declare his or her income, asset, liability prior to taking office. Thereafter, at the end of every 3 years, they are saying to you that before, prior to taking office, and when you take that office after every 3 years, you should declare. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, now fine. Now,
thank you, Chief.
When did Joey become a senator?
Oh, they are saying prior. They are saying prior.
Every 3
But
years.
senator,
Right?
know that senator is a different portfolio. When Judge Madden was also...
It's not a governmental position.
Oh, no, but you know that it's a two different branch. Executive and the legislature are different. You know that.
Executive and legislature, they are different.
Oh yeah, they are different. There are two different branches of government.
That's
That one will know that one.
They are different.
And they have different portfolio. You know that they have different portfolio, right?
Did he declare his asset before becoming senator?
But if he declare his asset before becoming senator, that also means when he become president, he should also declare. It is in a code of conduct too. That is also there.
The senatorial position.
Hey, Papa, I'm telling you that is in a code of conduct. I'm
not
gossiping, I'm giving you law. Thank you, Chief.
You're not giving me the law. You're interpreting the law in your
Okay, all right, Chief. All right.
No, you're not going to agree.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you for
Thank you. Look to this one, our last caller. Quickly. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Fred.
Quickly, Chief.
You know, the thing is, the thing about us Liberians is when the things start new, we're supposed to use this time to correct all the wrongs and then we can move forward. But people, like, in every society, you always find people on both sides of the aisle. Some people will be for and people for. Like, don't get it wrong. I'm safe for this government. I supported this presidency since 2005, and then we succeeded finally in 2017. But we have to be objective. Like somebody talking about LRA, or not LRA, the LACC form. I talk about the last Friday in July being the deadline. So if the president is waiting for deadline, every other person who fought within the constitutional, within the limit, the code of conduct limit of declaration of assets. So if everybody starts to wait for July, can you think that everybody able to declare their assets on the last Friday of July, and then it will be processed according to the time limit of the constitution for the people to know the true accountability of those people, why they will almost be in power for 6 to 7 months? It's not going to be possible because you're going to get LACC flooded. Because you're talking about like all the ministers, deputy ministers, and directors, and other people involved in the asset.
Yeah, but none of them are even declared yet because the leader have not declared yet.
The people cannot declare their asset without just real. As I'm telling you right now, I know several people who already prepared their paper. Today, if you call them, they're working in this government, they prepare, they have their paper within in their car moving up and down. LACC called them today. You want to go declare, but if you go declare now, be on the front to the presidency, and you might likely lose your job. So he's even embarrassing those guys. But now they're in government, there's no way they can come up boldly to say, "Oh, Mr. President, you're embarrassing us." You want to be accountable to the people who and declare your asset. Like if George Weah declare assets today, from now to the morning, I can call you 4 to 5 persons in the government from now to 12 o'clock. In Liberia, there will be several gardens that will go and declare their asset. Their paper is done. They get their real estate property. Some of them has farm and other things. They were equipped to declare their asset. But George Weah is still waiting for the last Friday in July, which is not by constitution, but by the form printed by LACC.
Thank you.
All the ministers are going
but
to
I also asked them, what happened if someone is also appointed after July?
No, there's no constitutional limit. There's nothing. If you appointed today, prior to taking office, according to the code of conduct, you go and declare your asset and go take your office and start working, or you take office maybe in the first 1 or 2 weeks, you go and declare your asset. That's how it is. But you be waiting for the last Friday in July, you get almost 200 or 300 government ministers, directors of autonomous agencies that are supposed to go and declare assets. Then everybody is going on the last Friday of July. I think LACC is going to be overburdened, and then they're not going to be doing any job. Like other people come to say, "Oh, this government, Ellen government." Let me tell you one thing.
Tell me here quickly.
George Weah assessed the problem. We are supporters of George Weah. We knew there was corruption in the country. We knew there was trafficking in the country. We automatically supported George Weah with the intent of facing those problems. And George Weah himself came out clearly and told us he created 80 out of 100. That's a B. If you meet up with a government with that kind of high performance. So I don't think it's necessary. We are supporters of George Weah to still be convincing the people that, oh, there was a problem when our leader had already said Ellen was 80. And if even you already Ellen for 20% fault, 20% fault cannot take Ellen to prosecution. So nobody should say, oh, Ellen will be prosecuted or all of government officials will be prosecuted because the judge will respond to all of them. 20% fault will not be able to take the entire government to because they'll be looking at the market. The market is very wide. You're looking at 80 to 20. So there's no government that is going to operate in Liberia without fault. So if Ellie have operated and get 20% fault according to the presidency, then we cannot be fair with Ellie operating 12 years and taking over 80 million budget operated 12 years with 20% fault and then taking her to court. I think we'll not be doing justice with Ellie. So I think Judge Weah should face the problem and be able to solve it right now because Ellie has already beat her back. Ellie should work very hard back. Yeah.
That's how we come to the very end of the talk show this morning.
Why?
Trust me, if this morning was not better, believe me, that will make it better for you tomorrow morning. My name is Umze Abraham K. Kamara, live from the state of Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. But I will do just to our audience to call the name of our individual who have been following.
No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody.
We have this morning Mustafa Sarah Sako. We have my friend and brother called Kodia Slaw. And we have Loretta. Don't get one of our strong supporters in Europe.
People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at.
Muhammad Fofana just joining us from New Jersey.
You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should
for the Kiatama. My friend and brother, how you doing this morning?
The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us.
Maxwell Far. Oh, good morning, Chief. Thank you for following us this morning. We are trying our best and trying to be good, trying to be one of the best. Gradually, we are getting there. One of my big brothers from Philadelphia, Wame Fakoli.
Some of you may.
Fakoli, good morning, Chief.
Leadership in the
man, look at me, the message, man. You're not easy. Fakoli, that they think keeping me able. Thank you.
In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership.
We appreciate everyone this morning. We have been discussing the interests of our country. For some of us, as other people claim we were still on Isa, but some of us will continue to speak against the way the maltreatment of our people. We'll continue to speak on it. So with much ado, let me tell you thank you. Let me say thank you to all of our audience. One of the best things that you can ever do is to go on our page and continue to like the page. Invite someone. At the end result, once you come on, you will be notified automatically so you can join the talk show. And here, we can cause people. If you even disagree with all, like the brothers did this morning, we will listen to you. We will not cut you off like other talk shows.
That led us to allow us.
But one good thing I can tell you, we are in the interest of the Liberian too. With much ado, let me say thank you and bye-bye for now.
So why can you lie? Why can you steal? Why can you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal.